Oh, hey, Coyote, Joe. Welcome to Sunday Reflections. To clean my surface. Bonze. So we're going to let chat propagate. Chat must propagate. Yeah. Yeah, I thought about it. I probably should have, did a community page announcement or some shit. I don't know. But hey, I was doing a lot of other things. Basically just keeping myself busy until 7 o'clock. So here we are. Yes, welcome to Sunday Reflections. Oh, it's been an interesting day. It's been an interesting week. It's been an interesting weekend. And for me, I learned they all can't be zingers. Yeah, I like zingers. I like the red ones. Yeah, the red velvet zingers. Yeah, those are the best. Yeah, it's been one of those intuitive type of weekends. It's hard to explain. It seems like maybe, it's just this weekend my mind was like, hey, let's be intuitive today. Really? Now? Yeah, right now. Yeah. Let's have premonitions and shit. Okay, do I have a choice in the matter? No. No, we're doing this. Okay, fine. Boom, and off my mind went. Right, Matt? Yeah, zingers. Yeah. I've tried the yellow ones too. They're okay. I prefer the red, velvet with the, I guess, is it coconut on that thing? I don't know. It's very tasty. In the creamy center. Yes. But I like the, it's a bit of a zinger too. I'm sure we all have, Joe. Well, this is different. This is kind of like, like an affliction. Matt, yeah, right? The yellow ones I like with coffee. The red ones I can eat without coffee or anything. No, Charity. Come on. Well, it appears that Charity requires her pound of flesh for me to make this video. So please excuse me. I have to pay the dog to do a video. Okay, all right, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Here you go. You know what? I'm gonna give you half of this. It's a lot. It's all nice and crumbly. Enjoy. Okay, we're back, folks. Cat Lady Homestead, meow. How is everything with you? You guys check out Cat Lady Homestead, meow. She's been going through some things. Help her out if you can. Go to her site, check it out. Boom, there you go. Yeah, drop links, whatever you need to do. Black Watch. Everybody, just do whatever you need to do to support. Yep. So please, whatever you need to do, drop links, drop. Oh, great. Yes, indeed. So drop links, check out her if she's monetized or whatever. Hey, Jules, welcome to Sunday Reflections. If she's got a PayPal account or something, or Cash App account or something, feel free to drop that. I don't care. Do what you need to do. You're blue, you know what to do. If you're not, then you're snot. Cash apps, yep. See more cannabis and Bones. Yes, Bones is chilling today. He's kind of sleeping, I guess. Rooster. Wow, really? Wow, man. Rooster. Everybody Everybody say, I dropped my rattle. Can I have it back? Sure. Sure, Backrotch. Absolutely. Oh, there you go. Look at that. Blue Eyes 9224. Blue Eyes. Outstanding. Yep. Help if you can, folks. Please. So, yes, welcome to Sunday Reflections. Also, bake a leg. Bake a leg and let's dig it. Of course, I'm going to say this now and throughout this this live stream. Cat Lady has blue eyes. I think we know now. Yes. So give old Blue Eyes some love over there. Cat Lady Homestead Meow. She's got some things going on. My condolences as well. And of course, we throughout the live stream as well, we're going to be talking about Cat Lady Homestead Meow and bake a leg and let's dig it. After this live stream at 9 o'clock is her live stream, and we're all going over there. Everyone, tell all your friends. Everyone go over there. Try to spend at least 15 minutes to 30 minutes. The way the thing works, and she's monetized, so and she's kind of counting on that monetization money, which is something that we can do. We as a YouTube community, whatever, we can share it. We can go and just hang out. Make a comment, say hi, what's up, much love. Blue skies. Give her some love. Make a little. I guess it's a impromptu room raid. Yes, but it's actually scheduled. So, and same thing. If Cat Lady throws on a live and you're monetized or something, that can help you out, or even to get people to see your Cash App. Yes, there is. Black Watch, stand by. Absolutely stand by. We have a ton of blue people up in here that can moderate. I mean, seriously. So, yeah, room raid is a scripted one. Yeah, this is a scheduled room raid. So, a call to arms, a call to action. Everybody go to Bake a Leg and let's dig it. Just hang out. Just hang out, listen, make a comment, show some love. Yeah, absolutely, NC Deb. Yeah, so I mean, anybody can do it. I'm sure you're stuffing your face with a Dairy Queen burger. Oh, Kevin. Oh man, I remember as a kid growing up, and Dairy Queen was the shit. It really was, and we went there. Tell them how it's done there, NC Deb. Outstanding. But I remember as a kid, obviously you go to Dairy Queen and they had like I don't know what it was, a 50-cent freaking cone, and that's what you got. Usually after Sunday, church or something, Sunday afternoon or Sunday night after dinner or before dinner, usually after dinner, we would go and hang out at Dairy Queen, get a nice cone. Mommy and Daddy would get like what do you call it? A banana split. And you're like 4, 5, 6 years old, 7-year old, like I want one too. Like no, you don't. You're not gonna eat it. Yeah, they're expensive now, huh, Kevin? Yeah, later on in my years, working around and shit, you're running that truck, trying to get to your accounts, and boom, Dairy Queen. I remember this shit as a kid. Boom, now you're an adult, so you just drive right to the drive-through. I'm like, what? Wait a minute, y'all got burgers? Hell yeah, give me a burger, give me some fries, and of course, give me that little bitty cone of Dairy Queen goodness. Ah, yummy. The memories, Bone breaking action. Bone breaking action, of course, is a fine connoisseur of ice cream. So yes, check out Bone Breaking, folks. Drop your links. You gotta love Bone Breaking Action, man. I mean, he does his own little wrestling stop animation, and of course he does a whole bunch of other really creative shit that I find extremely stimulating, and helps to fuel my creativity as well, along with Just got home from Culver's. I don't know what Culver's is. I'm assuming it's a ice cream shop or something of that nature. But yep, Lisa, hey, what's up? Coyote as well. I love that stop animation Lego stuff, and it's kind of tied. Him and Bonesy, there's some type of relationship going on there, So Coyote is like telling a lot of the backstory about old Bonesy here, and his past and all of that. So let's see, Culver's is the best ice cream, and delicious food. Right on. Hell yeah, I figured as much there. May your axe never leave your side. Skull, what's up, Lane? Is that a chick's ID? Was that a chick's ID? I don't know what in context you're speaking of there, Black Watch, but I don't know. You have to clarify for me. But intuition. And yes, of course, at 9 o'clock we are going to bake a leg, and let's dig it and check out Melody. So get and if you haven't subbed to her, sub up. I did a little project today, this weekend too. She has something called a master list. We all have, creators all have that. It's in the playlist, right? And I have what's called autoplay me, and most of my videos are going on there. Most of them are archived, and everything there are all up there. You just hit autoplay and it plays freaking 600, 700, 800 videos nonstop. And what I do is because I'm doing shit, right? Is I literally hit the mute button and set it off to the side and literally just let it run. Yeah, Joe, that's badass. I mean, especially if people want to take advantage of that and give you some watch hours. Oh shit, Rooster's like, hell yeah. I guess I'm gonna have to check out Culver's. I don't know if we have that here. I don't know. I lurk sometimes. Ice creams brought me out last night. I was in and out for that 7-hour marathon. Oh yeah, yeah. I remember seeing you there. Yeah, it was an epic night last night. Trial by Axe, epic night, and I was woefully unprepared. So that's an interesting thing, and I'm going to talk about that in segue with what we're going to talk about tonight, and that is intuition. Yes, Northern Karma. Hello. Yes, indeed, you have. We are live. Boom. So enjoy. What a slide over to Indiana Shad with having them. They are just okay. All right. Cool. So yeah, intuition. An interesting subject, and I was going through a lot of that. Macabes everyday survival. What's up, man? What's up? How you doing? What's up, brother? And please, folks, drop your links. Shameless plugs for everyone, really. And if you're blue, you know what to do, and if you're not, then you're snot. And if we can monitor the time, I do not have time. At 9 o'clock, this live stream is going to end. We're all going to head over to Bake a Leg and let's dig it. And I'm sure that links will pop up within that time. So what's up, Independent Mini United? Welcome. Yeah, right, Joe. Yeah, I mean, and that's another thing is the these psychedelics, man. I mean, the DMT, the ayahuascas, even the microdots and stuff, man. They give you a sense of knowing. It's like your mind. For me, it was like my mind just opened up and I understood everything in the universe. It was pretty fucking wild, and you can have that experience anytime. It just makes it more intense and more of I guess, a schedule if you're doing some type of psychedelic or whatever. But there are extreme side effects, DMT and stuff like that. You go through extreme puking, extreme heart rate. You pass the fuck out. You shit yourself. All kinds of craziness. I mean, you can actually die from some of this stuff. Yes, indeed, Rooster. So yeah, you guys want to drop links and stuff, do that. Please feel free. Absolutely, especially to Bake a Leg. Let's dig it. She will greatly appreciate that. So yes, intuition, man. Intuition. It's an interesting subject. And let's talk about the root of the word inturi, to look inside, to contemplate. This is the original meaning of the word inturi, to look inside, to contemplate. That's how they understood it. And maybe that's how they practiced intuition, is to look inside and to contemplate. Harvest Mary Woon, hey, boom, NC Deb. Oh, there you go, thank you. Please feel free to do that throughout this live stream. What does that mean to look inside and to contemplate? It actually kind of means take your time, look inside, ask yourself those questions, and allow your intuition to answer that gut feeling. Another one is the ability to understand something immediate without the need for reasoning. I mean, it's immediate. Boom, I know. Somebody's gonna knock on the door here in literally 2 seconds. I know. Fuck. See how'd that happen? Yes, please. Thank you, Kenogen. But that's something that we face on a daily basis, especially if we're doing something at a continuous, repetitious nature. We know that job. We know the pitfalls. We understand. We can contemplate. We can think. We can feel that. We can literally feel that something is going to happen. If something doesn't meet those parameters, or it does meet those parameters, something will happen. So having knowledge, having forethought, having contemplation of a certain thing, right on, Joe. You will instinctively know if that machine is going to break down because of a sound, because of a smell, because of a shaking, a shuddering. You just know. And before all that happens, we've talked about it, Joe. I remember this conversation. We've talked about it. Yeah. I remember this. Kind of freaky, man. Kind of freaky. I said that, man, the desert has taught me perseverance, right? Yeah. So the ability to absolutely understand something immediately. In martial arts, there's something called Satori in motion. You have this euphoric sense of self-awareness and omnipresence and omni-awareness that you stop to think, and you're literally just going on instinct, on intuition. Every step, every breath is done. Magic carpet ride, yeah. You'll know what to do in any given situation. It's kind of like a walking meditation, and you've lost control. It feels like you've lost control, but you're in the most total control you've ever been in your life, because now there's no reason, there's no need, there's no reasoning, there's no skill, there's nothing you have to do to walk through the forest and enjoy it and to experience it all. And if something stops you, or something, you react to it immediately, or you feel it before it comes to fruition, and you sidestep, or you move, or whatever. Boxers, martial artists, whatever, they know when a punch is going to come most of the time. That's the point you're trying to get to. Boom, boom, boom. The mastery of that. It's actually kind of weird. They have something called it's a true skill. True skill. You see somebody just kind of just wow, they're flowing, they're fast and quick, they're powerful and untouchable, and that person has true skill, and that only comes through long and arduous training over and over and over, learning the basics, learning the fundamentals, to the point where it is literally muscle memory, mind body control, and you just it happens. You've lost total control. It just happens. Boom, and you're doing things. That's that's a type of intuition, I think, something that we excel at. Prepper Book Club. Hey, so but there's others. There's the thing that one knows or considers likely from instinctive feelings and urges rather than conscious reasoning. It's a extinction, an instinct, an instinct. You hear about this word instinct, and it's going to get a little dark and deep, but there's a comparison here, a learning point. Animals, a lot of animal species, a lot of microbiological species, a lot of protozoids and protists and amoebas and things of that nature, and birds, snakes, certain snake, all reptiles, most insects have this instinct. As soon as they're born, they are equipped with everything they need to survive right there, right now. Congratulations, boom, you've been born and put on this earth, and you are now go forth and kill and eat and stay warm. And you've already they already have the instinctual nature already built in, programmed, if you will, that okay, I'm going to slither over here and eat this mouse because my life depends on it, and I know how to do it. I'm going to hunt things, and I'm going to make sure that nothing tries to kill me in the process because I have to understand that I too am food. So if you're a small little baby snake and you're just like, fuck, here you are. But you go forth and you have instinct. Boom. And the mom's gone. Mommy and daddy literally laid an egg and left. And out that thing you came, just already knowing exactly what you need to do without ever learning it, without ever anything at all. You're just born this way. Boom. I gotta go hunt and eat, and I gotta run and hide. Okay, boom. Instinctively they know that. Humans, little bit different. Just a little bit different. Most mammals work this way. They do have an instinct. There is an instinct. You see this in birds. That mommy and daddy birds, fowl, anything of that nature. What's up, plumbers? They have to raise the babies up to a point where they are strong enough to go forth and survive on their own. But during that time between birth and that growing phase, which could be X amount of days, X amount of weeks, X amount of years in our case, fight and flight, yeah. And that all that needs to be looked after. They have to be there. They have to have food, water, shelter, heat, warmth, cooling, protection, all within that period, and direction and teaching. Also, big chat. So we are not equipped to come right out of the wound and defend ourselves and take care of ourselves. But there is instinct involved. A baby instinctively knows to grab and hang on, to clutch, to pull. We've all seen this. You hold a baby, especially me. I've got the hair, I've got the beard. I don't know how many times I've been holding a baby and they just, oh shit. And now you've got a baby hanging from your head, or you've got a baby hanging from your beard. And you're like, okay, all right, that's good. Black watch. So they instinctively know. You instinctively know to breathe. Your vagus nerve makes sure that all that happens. That you're breathing, that your heart is pumping, and that you're pooping, and all this, and all the urges that your body needs to survive. But there's one factor that remains, is that you need parents to bring you up to a point where you can survive. But so a baby, imagine, if you will, a mother literally goes out into the woods, gives birth to a baby, and then just leaves the baby on the ground. The baby is left to the mercy of the elements, left to the mercy of the predators. The only thing it can really do is cry, which is a very bad idea in the woods. If you're a small, vulnerable baby that can't do anything to fight off predators. Don't listen to Black Watch, Macabus. He's here to keep things copacetic, right? Is that right? Yeah, he's doing his duty, right? He's and of course you're going to hear a lot of just saying because that's right. So can you imagine that? Now that was a practice. It was called exposing babies. Now it was done in a different way. It was a way of getting rid of a baby that was born. They would expose the baby. They would put the baby out in the elements in the woods and walk away because either the baby had a defect, maybe the baby was the wrong gender. That was a thing. If the family had to sire a male to propagate their bloodline, their empire, then a female just would not do. Female baby, so they would leave it out in the cold and in the woods to basically fend for itself, which they did not most of the time. Now, yes, defects, things of that nature. And we've all heard the story of, the Spartans that they've never, let me tell you, they've never found a cliff with evidence of baby bones at the bottom of it. They've never found that. So that story may not be true. It's probably not be true, but exposing babies and whatnot. Now, there were women and men and women that would go forth into the woods and save the babies that were exposed and raise them as their own if they were not, not able to conceive a child or something of that nature. So that did happen as well. So there's always a hope, but the baby had no intuition. The baby had no instinct to survive right away. It had to be watched over and taught and learn, and then go forth and survive on its own. That's the bit of the difference that we see, but we still have instincts. Yes, we do. We have a lot of instincts. We are probably the most intuitive species on this planet, the most forward looking of all the species. Just takes us a little bit longer to get up and running, for our instincts to catch on. You folks that hunt or have hunted, you understand that instincts, along with all the careful planning and all the careful evaluations, you still have to work off of instinct. It's a very, very powerful thing. Instinct and intuition. You don't know where the prey is. We're not equipped with a really good nose to smell things. Our eyes are okay that we can see far enough, and we can catch some movement. And our ears are pretty good. We can hear things, but it's not really that that much in tuned. And so, Rooster, we had this conversation. Hairs and beards and things that act like a antennae to sense things, to sense movements in the air and disturbances in the force and energy fields, perhaps. So we have to intuitively. The deer's over there, right down in that holler. It's got to be. I feel it in my gut. Sure enough, there it is. Wow. It's that moment too, and you're like, whoa. There he is. And thus begins, all that. Yes. Bald with a mustache. That instinct. And we have so much forethought. What do you think a prepper is? A prepper is someone that's literally has this intuitive insight and forethought, forward-looking vision that one of these days something is going to happen. A shit is going to hit the fan. I must prepare. We all do this. As a species, we do this. All of us. We have that urge to do this. It can be programmed out of you. Convenience makes us weak. Things of that nature. Watching TV on a constant, regular basis. Getting bombarded with certain waves and frequencies. But eating bad foods, smoking and drinking, things of that nature. But we're preoccupied, and we're not able to tap into that intuition. So every now and then, intuition just says, "Guess what? Here I am, motherfucker!" And you're like, "Oh shit! Oh okay. Yeah, I'm about to be hit by a car right now. Boom!" Black Watch. Is that right? Dr. Prepper. Dr. Prepper. Got it. An intuitive thing, and interesting enough, cigarettes, smoking anything that puts carbon dioxide on your heart, and of course, it deprives your mind, your brain of oxygen. Will literally initiate a response that you have to survive. So you have to be smarter. You have to be more intuitive. People knew this back in the day, and everybody that worked in the office and did administrative things, did clerical things, smoked because it did make you smarter, because you were close to death. It tricked your mind and your body to think that, oh shit, I'm close to death. I got to react and do something. So it kind of taps into that instinctual thing. Shout out to Lucky Stripes, Pall Malls. Yes. But of course, with a detriment, of course, it does actually kill you over time, though. But yeah, so that's actually the way it was. You were not smart unless you smoked, especially in the 60s and the 70s, 50s, all the way back, Yeah, Black Watch. DMT, ayahuasca, LSD. It literally plays with the chemicals in your brain to make you see things that are not there. They make you conceptualize things. They make you just, wow, and I like to say that our mind is a probability machine, and it is. Shift Kicker, it's one of the best probability machines, I don't know, maybe in the universe. We can do probability, threat assessments. We can do, analysis, very forward into the future. Lottery, games of chance, games like this, my trial by axe. You have 17 or 18 numbers that you have to pick. Actually 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers out of 100 that you need to figure out how to win. There is some constants, and but there's a lot of variables. It's a very randomized game, but people seem to get it. There's some people that get it right away, and they win on a constant, regular basis. And of course, there's some that do not. But the majority is women. Now this is serious. Like from my analysis of this game, and everybody that played this game, Trial by Axe, the women are nothing to fuck with. They will hit bullseyes and win the game every time, just about every time. So does that mean there's a such thing as women's intuition? Of course there is. Of course. A man's intuition is something instinctual. It's something, like hunting and of course structure. A man can look at a house and go, that thing's gonna fucking fall down one day if there's a good gust of wind coming through here. And sure enough, boom, there goes a gust of wind. Oh shit. Yep. And sure enough, come to find out that one corner of the foundation was literally crumbled in, and there was a sinkhole underneath there. Nobody knew. Women know an asshole when they see him. So a woman has to have more of a forward-thinking intuition, and of course a what I call a instant intuition, an instinction, an instinctual thing. Usually it's by feeling and emotion. They get that feeling, that gut feeling, and they just know. They ask themselves a question, and then it's answered for them, and they go forth using that structure, if you will, because there's no reasoning behind it. They just know. Men, we do the same thing, of course. We all do. But women seem to be more intuitive in that aspect than men. Um, could it be that man is because man is bigger, stronger, and tougher than and woman is more frail, that they have to have more of an intuition? Uh, while men are right. Yeah, indeed. But this is true. But women have evolved, to be uh, frail and delicate, which is a beautiful thing. Um, so that man will have the urge to protect them, and that's exactly how it happens. That's the attraction, right? Uh, and of course, we talk about the perversions of that. No, but intuitively we know when you. How do you think males and females find each other to have kids? It's because certain little intuitions, certain little gut feelings. Purple 101. Hey, what's up? Yeah, see, right? 101. Intuition. We all have that gut feeling. We all do. And it saved a lot of lives. It has. But we're one of the only species we can literally tell the future of the universe. We have already hypothesized and speculated that that sun is going to explode. FSB. Yeah, that's it. It's made to win. You have to win. You have to win at life or you die. High stakes. Very high fucking stakes. And I think high stakes bring on a lot of intuition. Vietnam War was an interesting war because we were able to record a lot of things that people were doing that are in real time, in video, in audio, and we were able to go back and analyze that and watch that, and it was amazing the intuition of the American soldier in the bush and the weird things they encountered. Life is hardcore, and we are all a part of it. I like that. Yep, absolutely. There were guys I remember, and sometimes it gets a little weird and paranoia-ish. I remember a story of a guy that said that he was hiding in his foxhole and they were being overrun by the VC, and he literally, boom, put his head down and he immediately went up into the trees. His sense went up into the trees and got a bird's eye view of all the locations of the enemy, and then he would come back down into the foxhole and literally take grenades and throw them right into the pockets, right in the area, exactly right on top of the enemy, and kill them. Boom, just by going, whew, knew exactly where they were. Like, wow, how do you do that? I mean, you'd say he was astral projecting or whatever. I think intuition allows that. I think intuition allows for that type of creative manifestation, if you will. Dreams. People have dreams, prophetic dreams that they feel that are going to come true, and sometimes they do. Sometimes they do. And you're like, wow, we've all heard the stories. I dreamt of this meeting. I dreamt of me winning the lottery. Of course, I always dream of winning the lottery. Who doesn't? But no, you dream numbers or something, and you play those numbers, and bam, you win the fucking lottery. Um, you dream that you're going to meet somebody, and you meet them, and it's who they were in your dream, and you're like, what the hell? Your mind when we have something called the conscious and the subconscious. The conscious is rational and analytical and is always thinking and trying to put things together. The subconsciousness doesn't do any of that shit. It literally moves around, boom, 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 bang, bang, bounces around inside your head, doing whatever the fuck it feels like, at the speed of thought. And so it allows for a type of intuition to bam, to instantly know what's going on, to instantly know something. And so our consciousness, boom, it guides us through life. That's our waking consciousness. You hear about that, the alpha waves and the whatever, those waves, to get good sleep, you got to be in a certain state. And that's when your conscious is gone and your subconscious is awake and alive and running amok, taking you to the center of the universe and, all kinds of craziness. But it's an amazing venture in the subconscious, and it's who we are. It's absolutely who we are. Manifesting your outcome, effort put in, results. Yeah, exactly, right? How do we know that? We know this by trial and error. We know this instinctively. We know that we got to remain strong. My subconscious is entertaining. Yeah. What? Got me thinking about Pop-Tarts now. I like Pop-Tarts. Cut my life into pieces. This is my last Pop-Tart. Yes. So, how do we know that we know? It just happens. Instinctively know. You feel that urge. You go left instead of right. When you usually go right. And boom, there was an explosion there. Wow. I missed that. And it was all because you just something told you to turn left and you did. And you followed that voice, that urge, you did it. I know Pop-Tarts. I haven't eaten Pop-Tarts in years. Wow. Maybe I should start. You ever had that intuition that somebody was sick, especially in your family? Yeah. I remember when my sister died. She was about 2 years younger than me, and she died of breast cancer. She died of breast cancer. Took her a year to die. It was pretty advanced. So anyway, as we all showed up. We were in South Carolina. She was in Tennessee. The whole family showed up, especially me, my mom, my brother. To be at my sister's deathbed, basically. You got this covered here, Blackwatch? Right on. Thank you. Appreciate it, man. So we show up basically to her deathbed, and we spent the night there, most of the night, and everybody was pretty much tired. We had just got there in the nick of time. She was dying that night, and little did we know that she wouldn't make it the next day. But I did. I absolutely did. It was a very surreal, very emotional kind of thing. I was a mess. My sister's dying right here, and I'm holding her in my arms, and begging for forgiveness, pleading, crying, screaming, yelling at the gods, and everybody's watching me in this crazy debacle that I'm doing. I was very emotional, and very, very just outburst, just lots of emotion. Lots of people were crying. Lots of people were just boom, just zoned the fuck out, and me included. So we decided to leave for the night. and to get some rest and to come back tomorrow, and hang out. And I was so fucked up. I mean, I was like out of it. So we went to my brother's house. He had a PlayStation, and everybody else went to bed. They were totally exhausted. I stayed up, and I'm just trying to just chill the fuck out. Right on, Beach Irving. Focus forward. Outstanding. Yes. And so I'm sitting there just trying to, because that's a good way to just get out of your head, is just sit there and play video games and whatever. And I remember just playing video games, being towing in it, and then she's dead. Just like that. A minute, 30 seconds later, a phone call woke up my brother. He answered the phone. He comes in the living room and tells me, "Yep, Talon's gone." I said, "Yep, I knew." What the fuck was that? That was intuition. And yeah, it's a connection, it's a bond that's there, especially with your family, your friends. Very strong bonds and connections. We have that. We have that with our dogs, with our cats, but especially with our family, our brothers and our sisters and our mothers and fathers. We have such a strong connection, that we intuitively know what they're thinking. we instinctively know they're in trouble or something's going on. And right there and then, I knew she was dead. And I was miles away. I was like 5-6 miles away. What's up, Bug Out? Hey, welcome. Well, of course, her death after that just took me down the rabbit hole. It was an amazing thing. It was a very enlightening thing. My sister brought out that deep side of me, that intuitive side, and that in understanding. It was more than any kind of LSD that I could ever take. It was more than any kind of meditation that I could ever do in hours and days and years of meditation. Boom, I understood. I understood everything right there, instinctively and intuitively. Of course, it passes and it fades, but then you're left with that intuitive stain. It's interesting. Yeah, your subconscious and your conscious. Literally, there's a bridge. You can now go between the bridges. Go between the lands with this bridge. Sometimes the bridge comes and goes. Sometimes it's there, and you can cross it anytime you wish. From subconscious to consciousness. But a lot of times we kind of suppress that because it's it's hard to subconsciously drive a car. It is. It's hard to subconsciously operate a forklift. If you're stuck in that subconscious state, it's possible. It's possible, and that's where that Satori in motion comes into play. That you're learning this new way of adapting to this intuitive living, that what's going on. Autopilot. Yeah, autopilot, huh? Yeah. There's no need to remember anything. There's no need to learn anything, to contemplate anything. Neuralink. And that's something we can talk about as well, Bug Out. AI has nothing on us. They're extremely well at probabilities. They're extremely well at we cannot beat computers in chess anymore. They have taken over. Chess now to them has been mastered, and we have lost our mastery of chess to AI, to technology, to computing. But we can predict things that they can do. They can't. we still have this intuition that AI will never possess, ever. Matter of fact, we have to when we think about when scientists and theorists start to contemplate, the forward-looking, the future, if you will, of something, say the universe, say their planet, say whatever they understand, they have to input certain things and certain parameters into the AI and change them because they've literally went off the left end, like something happened and then now there's like 10 billion rabbits on the planet, and no, not everybody has a taco, just weird shit, and you're like, no, that does not compute. So we have to constantly play with it, and teach it, and guide it and direct it into basically what we a path, a corridor, if you will, into the future. Um, some very wild things. If you've seen AI art, it's very dark, very creepy, very a face to them. We understand faces. We're instinctively built that way to see faces in everything. And intuition and instinction is also the birth of our creativity. We understand. I can see something in my mind and I can draw it. I can carve it. I can literally imprint it into a surface. I can dig it up and make shape and mold it out of clay. I can carve it out of a piece of wood that's cylindrical. Boom, there it is. My concept, now reality. That's through that creative and imagination, intuitive, instinctual. I know I have to remove amounts of material to see that. We see faces and everything. We recognize people. There are people that we can recognize from the day of our birth. We recognize our doctor. Usually he's wearing a mask, but you see him, you're like, yeah, I see the eyes. If we as human beings have learned to instinctively recognize people. A computer, AI cannot do that just yet. We have to, yes, they have facial software recognition, but they break it down, they map it. There's so much they have to do, the AI has to do to understand what this face looks like. And to find it in a crowd, to find it on whatever. What's up, Kia Chris? We can just look at people and go, I know you. Kill it and grill it. What's up? A computer has to it has to run through its memory and go, maybe, nope. Then it has to throw out possible matches. It could be this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy. And so now it's got a huge match, and it's got to narrow it down through these parameters that are set. The eyes, the shape of the nose, the shape of the face. What's up, kill it and grill it? Hey, we can instinctively just look at it and go, whoa, hey, what's up, Joe? What's up, Bob? What's up, Mary? We can do that instantly. An AI cannot. Yeah, ultimate machines. And there's so many studies that were done in the intuition. I mean, stares at goats. Really, Jennifer Love Hewitt, Tammy Faye Baker. Yeah, I think AI is wrong there. Oh man. Our intuition, it allows us to survive. It allows us to thrive. You have a gut feeling that if I put $200 into this stock here, this lonely fucking stock, Sobe. I tried to invest in Sobe. I made a little bit of money on Sobe when it first came out. I remember doing that out of the Marine Corps. I was like, hey, I like Sobe. And yeah, it worked. I got a little, like, couple $100 out of it. It was pretty cool. Sometimes that intuition is wrong. Sometimes it's misleading. Sometimes our feelings portray us. Sometimes the intuition and the instinctive, we don't know, we can't hear it as well. It's kind of like a murmur, a whisper in the wind. What? Huh. Okay. Interesting. Sometimes we just know. Bam. That's it. Right there. Shinobi one. Welcome. Intuition. Ducks and chickens. There's some intuition. If they know what a hawk looks like above their head at baby, as a baby. Oh shit, there's a hawk up there. Boom. They instinctively know what a snake looks like. And fuck with them too. But Rescue, you remember Rescue? He talked about he had a extension cord inside his chicken coop, and the chickens were like, "Whoa, hey, what's up, Ark Wild Man?" The chickens wouldn't go anywhere near it. They recognized it. Yeah, it's a little stupid, right? A little stupid, a little misguided, misinformed, but they believe that that shape was a snake, and that's not good. Stay away from that. Instinctively, they weren't taught that. They didn't have to go to school for it and learn it. They instinctively knew that shape above my head that's flying, that's a hawk, will eat me. That cylindrical thing over there, that's probably a snake, and that's probably going to eat me too. Instinct. When they hatch, when they hatch from their egg, they instinctively know to get out of that egg. They're like, oh shit. Comes a certain point in time when their little molecules, even down to the molecular level, that instinct, that intuition, it's life. Some say that's God. My mom is very religious, and I grew up in a very religious house. And my mom used to say, "God told me you would do this. God told me you would say this." We know that. Show us the golden ticket, Chad. I wish I had it. Oh, I should have bought it today, Joe. Damn, that's right. See, the lottery, the mega, well, it's like at $1 billion. The wolf that does not hunt is the wolf that does not eat. Much love, y'all. I'm out. Take care, Blaine. Just breathe, Chad. This will soon be over. Black Watch. You fucker. So, what is that? What is that tells you? What is that lets you know instantly what something is? We have a name for it. We like to name things. We like to call things. We like to put things in boxes. Our first was inturi, to look inside, to contemplate. That's Latin. Who knows? Maybe the Latins at the time, those who spoke Latin, this is how they figured it out. But it's more than that. You don't need to contemplate anything. You just know. That's the animal brain, the instinctive brain. You know you got to drink water. You know you got to breathe. You know you got to sleep. You know you got to eat. You know you got to shit. You know you got to stay warm. And you know you got to be safe. But now we've taken it steps further, many, many times further. We now know and can predict the future with some degree of accuracy, if not spot on. And that's through the contemplation and things of that nature. But that we all know what that gut feeling is. Follow your gut. Follow your nose. It always knows. But your gut feeling, you know? Oh yes, coyote, indeed. Oh yeah, shinobi, and that could be it too. Your subconscious is literally connected to the universal subconscious, the universal brotherhood. Black Watch. See, that's pretty cool. Last night, Mrs. Prepping Plumber was eerily predicting everybody's moves. So, pretty interesting. But that universal consciousness, that universal brotherhood, there is a group instinctive thing, a group intuition. You know, people that spend time together get to know each other and instinctively know what the other person is thinking, what the other person's about to say. Husbands and wives do it all the time. How many times has the husband tried to speak and the wife would finish the sentence for him? Like, fuck. Even on a minuscule level, quantum physics talks about two particles that spend time together. You take those two particles and you separate them. Absolutely, just boom, separate them. Make sure there's walls in between, they're in another room. And they've seen through experiments a sympathetic response to stimuli to another. They go over here to this particle and they poke it. This one over here is like, oh shit, I'm being poked. I feel the poke. Why are you poking me? Sympathetic. It's not even, it's not, they're not, it's a particle, right? One of the smallest particles. What is this sympathetic response? They're separated. They don't know where the other one is. Or do they? It appears that there's a bond with everything. The everything is everything concept, which it is. We are the total sum of everything in the universe, not just this planet. We are comprised and made up of everything that has ever been living and has ever died. We are comprised of stars that exploded billions of years ago. Would that sympathetic bond not still be there? Imagine being connected to everything, sympathetically knowing what's going on elsewhere. I think that's what it is. I think that's what intuition is. I think that's what instinct is understanding that bond with everything. It's a bit overwhelming when you try to subconsciously feel it or consciously feel it. I think our subconscious can do it and knows all the secrets. Yeah, you're a star. That's right. It's true. Stardust. We got stardust in us, of course. But you have to understand that, of course, we know that we're all connected, right? Everything is everything and everything's connected. Can we focus that sympathetic focus, that sympathetic feeling into something specific? That's where the key is. That's where the power is, to be able to move things with your mind. you know. I mean, yeah, right. That's some bullshit. I just threw it. But, woo, I can do it. I have to. Can I do that? Can I achieve telekinesis? Can I boom affect somebody's mind or mood or their can I in martial arts you got the no touch knockout, wizard, hey, what's up, which obviously is bullshit. Hey, what's up, Wolfang? I've never seen anybody go boom, you're knocked out. I've never experienced any of that. It's bullshit, but it's a concept. You can feel certain things doing the energy work and stuff. Close your eyes, put your hand on your head, and just kind of just you can feel a type of connection there, a type of energy, a type of heat, a bond. That's about as far as it gets, right? But I can still affect somebody's mood from across the globe. The dim mock, well, right? Yeah, boom, you're dead. Is it very, very possible that there's some people that have figured that out and can do that kind of shit? Yeah, I think so. I've seen the intention experiments, from I remember from Coast to Coast AM, where everybody thought positive things, in a certain area, and things kind of changed from a group. Boom, focusing, multiple people focusing their intent, their energy, their love into a specific area, and things actually do change. Quantum physics would say that just a mere observation of something changes it. But, of course, that's quantum physics. You have a potion for aging. But what if we could do that on our own? Some would say that that's where we were before the flood. That we were so intuitive and instinctual that we knew the secrets of life, secrets of the universe. That's where a lot of that speculation comes from. I think there's something to it. Our ancestors were onto something. And it was something very, very powerful. Stella, yeah, right? Shit. It's an amazing thing to be able to think that way. Amazing. Yep, Wolfang, absolutely. In Tai Chi and Qigong and all that stuff, and with my Shaolin Sifu, he did a lot of energy stuff, and we would do this. We would do these little exercises that would freak you out. We would sit in a big circle, everybody's sitting down comfortably, and he'd take one person and put it in the middle. You sit. There's one chair in the middle, and he would quietly walk by, behind you, and he'd say, "Focus on the right leg." Just focus all your energy and intent on the right leg. Thank you. 8:15. Thank you very much. Roger that. Kennedy. Time on deck is 45 minutes till bake a leg. And we would sit there and, 5 minutes or whatever, focusing on the right leg. Everybody was focusing on the right leg. 10, 15 people, whatever. And after a period of time in silence, he would stop the session and he'd ask the person right there in the middle, what did you feel? It's always something different. But you're like, my right leg was tingling, it was on fire. Huh? And we were all like, whoa, really? Or you'd hear, I had a very cooling sensation on my right leg. Intention is everything. We know that. But that intuition, that instinct. Take care, Mac, of this. Thank you. It could save your life and save others as well. Many, many examples of that. Our intuition has told us that we need to prepare for the inevitable bad times to come. Well, that's interesting, Wolfgang. They say that intuition comes from the heart or the gut. Denise. And it is. You feel something in your heart. It's like, or you feel something in your gut. That gut feeling. Now, is that your mind-body connection, and that's where it manifests? Perhaps, I don't know. But maybe we're talking about chakras and stuff. I don't know. But there is that gut feeling. You get that gut feeling. Oh shit! Something's going on here. I know every time I get in a fight or was about to get in a fight, I would have that gut feeling. Hey, what's up, Song? Your stomach would just kind of you tighten up there, and you're like, oh, all right, okay, here he comes. Or yes, Kenogen, that's right. It could be a fart. It could be that truck store burrito that you just ate 12 hours ago. That's it. I mean, a lot of these things. Yes, the hair stand up on your neck, but we talked about that before. That could also be a shared response. Like last Friday, yeah, a shared response, a shared phenomenon. But think about that as a bond with other people. They feel threatened by something, and the hair stands on the back of their neck, and goosebumps pop out. Shiver runs down their spine. And it happens to you too, because you heard a story about something in the dark. You perceived something, and everybody felt it. Shared experience. Is that intuition? No, it's a bond. It's definitely a bond, responding to some type of stimuli. Groups, and the whole group is stimuli. Right on. Roger that, Black Watch. Sure do. Oh, yeah. But as hunters, we would run in this pack. And the pack would instinctively know, as they're chasing their prey for hours, for days, for minutes, whatever. Everybody would know to go left. Everybody would know to spread out. Everybody would know to That's where the enemy is. That's where our prey is. Our deer, use it as deer. And the deer is instinctively just running through the woods, trying to throw off the hunters that are after him. The wolves, the coyotes, the people, human beings, Homo sapien, a primordial hunter, just running. There's no time to think. You're doing something extreme. You're running. Your heart is pumping. Your muscles are working. Yeah, the apex predator. I have to overcome the instinct and intuition of my prey. It is listening, feeling. Literally, it's running on feels right now. It's running. Its heart's pumping. It doesn't know if it wants to go left or right. It doesn't know if it should go run up the hill or run down the river. I don't see this, but I have to feel it as I'm chasing it. So I'm trying to be intuitive and instinctual. And until I get to that point where I am convinced, I see, I have eye contact now with the prey. I can see it, I can track it. I have some type of sign. I see tracks. I see blood. I smell blood. I hear the rustling in the leaves in that direction. Then my instincts don't have to be engaged. My intuitive nature is like, okay, there's rationality going on. Okay, I'm going this way because I see the stimuli that I'm being presented with. But there's a time in that hunt where there's no stimuli. There's all this massive distance between you and the prey, and you can't see the prey. It's gone. That's why we try to be stealthful, to creep up on our prey and wait and try not to be seen or felt. Here's another instance for you. I was playing paintball in the woods in South Carolina, and it was me and a whole bunch of other kids. We were hunting each other in the woods. We were hunting each other in the woods, in the swamps of South Carolina with paintball guns. And we went all fucking camo out. I mean, full camo, full ghillie suits, all that shit. You're crawling around on the fucking floor of the woods, trying not to be seen so you can sneak up on your enemy and shoot him with a paintball gun, right? Well, I was on an incline of a hill, very slope. I was all ghillied up. I had a ghillie suit on. I could literally just lay down, and I was laying down. I was in the prone position. I heard a four-wheeler. Coming. I'm like, it's a four-wheeler. I'm not hunting anyone on a four-wheeler. And to my left was a body of water, within the swamp. And there was a bit of a landing. You could tell that people had been going in there fishing, whatever. There might have been some beer cans. It was a place that people, were hanging out and going there. And it was literally about 50 feet away. And I'm covered up. I look like a pile of leaves. And this guy comes pulling up he never made eye contact with me, ever. I seen him from the side come in. His eyes were straight forward, focused on his destination on his little four-wheeler. And I'm just laying there like 50 feet away, like, all right, fine, I'll just lay here and wait. Not make a sound, not make a movement, anything. I'm just sit and wait. I'll patiently wait until he leaves. And he's standing there on the four wheeler, and he's just kind of, and he lets out a sigh like, ah, oh, yeah, this is cool. And he's just looking out across the water, having this beautiful moment. I can only assume. And here I am, 50 feet, maybe more, away from him, hidden in a pile of leaves. I look like a pile of leaves in a ghillie suit. And all of a sudden, he turns around and stares at me. I never made a sound. I never made a movement. I don't think I farted or anything. He's just enjoying the moment. He let his guard down. I've seen it. He's just gazing around, and all of a sudden he just turns and looks at me, and looks harder. And his eyes, he went from "what the fuck is that?" to "oh shit, that's a person." He gets all scared. He's like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" I'm still sitting there, just, how the fuck did you know I was here? How the fuck did you know I was here? Bullshit. I'm watching this. And finally I get up. I'm like, hey man, don't be afraid. We're having a paintball war. It's a bunch of kids out here and we're just having some fun. He's like, whoa. He freaks out. He drives off. That was interesting. What was that? I mean, yeah, I should. If I was hunting him or something, I could have just took the shot. If he was the target, if he was the prey, that moment that he was having with himself and nature would have been his downfall. Because I was there. And it literally took him a minute, to, boom, who is that? To literally feel me. What are you doing? Who the fuck is that? What is that? He didn't know what I was at first. That sixth sense, yeah. The intuition. The instinct. He's like, am I prey right now? What's hunting me? Oh shit, that guy. That was amazing. Thank you, Cleon. So, what time on deck here? 8:24. So, Bake a Leg and Let's Dig It is having a live stream at 9 o'clock. I encourage you all to go there and do like a love raid. Yes, a love raid. Hang out. Make a comment. She does have a PayPal if you feel like you need to, give something or something of that nature to help her out. That would be greatly appreciated. But just you showing up and spending time there in her live stream and commenting and liking and sharing and subscribing, doing all those weird things that YouTube requires you to do, she will actually kind of get paid. She will actually get paid for that. Watch hours and things of that nature. That's how that YouTube thing works. That YouTube money thing works, right? So, and so anything that you can help, your intention can help, your love can help. Wolfgang, yeah, he's kind of standing over me, kind of just like, right? Oh, Bake a Leg and Let's Dig It. Melody, check out her channel. Someone changed the clock. So yeah, there you go, folks. Intuition, instinct, and I was having these feelings, these premonitions this weekend, and it was like my mind said, "Hey, guess what? You're going to have. We're going into intuitive state right now. Stand by." And boom, fuck. And it wasn't because I was, who knows, maybe it was there you go, need 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subs to get money from YouTube. There you go. Thank you, Coyote. Yeah. So yeah, that's what she needs. She's already got 1,000. I think she's at 1,700. subs. But of course, the watch hours 4,000. Wow. But us as a group of people can exact some change here. I think that's a great thing. So 826 for the stream, outstanding. Instinct and intuition. Yeah, my mind went there. It just said, let's do it. And yeah, it was part of the live stream where I just kind of felt it. I was just like, I think I said something about it's like a voice, but it's not really like a voice. It's more like a thought with the flavor of someone. And that's what it was. It was a lot of people that have passed in my life that were literally voices of the past, coming through. And it was just like, what? What do you mean? Come on. Or there'd be a instant visual in my mind. Oh, damn, that place. The tree that I climbed and fell off and broke my nose. One tree. There was one tree that had the best apples in my aunt's house. It just visions like that. Certain person that I knew. Why am I thinking about this person? Hey, Chacha. Just things of that nature. And it happened most of all, like Friday night and Saturday night. Carried on for a while. And today was just like a reflection, so I guess it stopped. Interesting indeed. I'm not going to say anything about what I seen or perceived or understand from these visions and premonitions, because it's none of your damn business really. But it's also that I really don't fully understand it myself. Could it be fake? Could it be just a urge or something in that nature? I don't know. Could it just be random thoughts popping around in my head? Carol Ann Henderson, laying marble tiles. What? Sorry, I can't say I really miss y'all today. Sending love to all who need and a great big hug. Wow, thank you very much, Carol Ann Henderson. Yeah, bake a leg and dig it. If you're gonna be laying tile, just check out Bake a Leg and Dig It at 9 a.m. or 9 p.m. soon here, 9 p.m. And just let it play as you're playing tile, or yeah, laying tile, having a good time. Black Watch. You know what you're getting into here. So yeah. So what are your thoughts, your opinions, your feelings, your experiences? You're taken away by a UFO. A UFO. Mm-hmm. Yeah, can somebody drop links? I do not have that capacity at this time because I'm on a cell phone. Yeah, I can't do anything. Skunkworks creation. End of my life thoughts. Ooh. Can we perceive our own death? Help everyone, trust no one. I like that. I also know that I can't trust myself. That's another thing. I know that I can't oftentimes I can't trust my own thoughts. Are they my own thoughts? I don't know. And it's a hell of a time to try to figure out, feel something by gut. But by butt and by gut. Can I actually work in that nature? I think it's very possible. Hey, I see the moon. I don't need it out here. It's getting warm. Oh, welcome to the Cleveland Knights, everybody. Yeah. Yeah, if somebody can drop the links or whatever, please feel free to bake a leg. I'll be going over there as well. It's hard to trust until it's proven, yes. We've also had those instincts about people. Are they good people? Are they bad people? Usually we have that gut feeling about people in a bad way. Like, nah, I don't like that guy. I don't like the look of it. Just have that feeling. You've been in a bar, someone didn't like you, you feel it. You feel their intention. That guy does not like me. He might just try to hit me with something. Or out of nowhere, you instinctively know that the beer bottle is coming, and you just, whoo. I know, Rooster. It's unseasonably high temperatures here. There's no snow. Oh, I see you guys are trolling me. Right on. I think it's very important to cultivate that, to cultivate your intuition, to listen to your gut. And you can do it at little things at first. It's the little things, right? So there you go, folks. Instinct, intuition. Yeah, listen to what's around you. It's hard to do that. There's so many distractions. This thing. It works. Yeah, it works. It really does. It really does. But, we spend our lives, working, doing something, working analytically, working physically. We don't have a time to engage in this intuitive practice. what our ancestors did. Our ancestors were very in tune. I think that's an interesting concept too. In tune. Intuition, in tune. Am I in tune with everything around me? Am I tuned in to a certain thing, certain feeling, certain concept, certain probability? Cha-cha, we are going to bake a leg and dig it for her live stream 9 a.m. or 9 p.m. here very, very soon. I'll post it in the community page after this is over. You guys are blue. You guys are moderators as well. You can drop the links. You can go to her link, copy, share, hit share, and then come back here and literally put it right in chat. Yeah, right, Kentucky Survival? Convenience makes us weak in that aspect. Take care, Wolf. Wolfang. We're playing chess and intuitively knowing what the other person's going to do, you know. Black watch. Oh yeah. Oh, what's up, Charity? How are you doing? Waiting for your pound of flesh. Okay. Yeah. Oh, you get a hop. There's a hop. All right. Hoppity hop. Outstanding. We're gonna give you some of this here. How's that? Yummy. All right, over here. Enjoy. Yeah. Ah. Raw. Oh. Get the 5 key. Skull. Cheers. Yeah, did you enjoy that, Charity? All right. Glad you enjoyed it. All right. 97%. Hell yeah. Thank you all. Thank you all very much. Your love is greatly appreciated. And I love you as well. So yeah, the ability to understand something immediately without the need for reasoning. Wow. I mean, as soon as I looked this up, I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. A thing that no one considers a thing that one knows or considers likely from instinctive feelings and urges rather than conscious reasoning. You know, intuition. Yeah. And exists. It exists. It actually exists. We all feel it. Some point, degree in our lives. We all know something. Catherine. getting in touch with that, being able to listen, to look inside, to, like I said, Latin, in inturi, to look inside, to contemplate, to look inside yourself. How do you do that? Close your eyes, sit in a dark room, assess how you're feeling. Breathing, being calm. See through the smoke screen to look beyond the veil. Yeah. And we do it so well. we've heard of animals that run. You'll see the animals, all the birds will start flying away when a volcano is about to erupt, when a tsunami is about to happen. They feel it. They know, oh shit, something about to happen. We got to go. That feeling, that's got to be one of the strongest feelings. And then it's strengthened by everybody else doing it. And now you're wrapped up in that moment. Black watch. Yeah, just listen, right? Just listen. Just listen, and do you react? See, that's where the conscious mind and the subconscious mind kind of fuck with each other. We hear these sounds, these we hear it, we feel it, but we suppress it through our will, or because something we got to do. I've got to stay focused on my task at hand, and never mind the fact that something is. I feel something in my gut. Never mind that fact. Yes, 16 minutes to the love raid. Bake a leg and let's dig it. I'll hang out for a little bit. 9 p.m. is, it's my bedtime. But I'll hang out. I'll comment and let it play and see what happens. See, I kind of instinctively know that everything's gonna be okay there. Yeah. To analyze everything before reaction. Yeah. And so in doing so, not only with a prepper or survivalist, Gambino's Bakery in NOLA is definitely king of king cakes. Wow, badass. Oh yeah, let the festivities begin. Outstanding, Carpenter. I mean, we can predict things now. Think about where how did we intuitively know? How does a lot of species, a lot of cultures, intuitively know? The Aborigines. They knew that where the things were in the sky. They're like, yeah, it's right there. Yeah. They lived a very instinctual life, connected, tied to the land, tied to the universe. The Mayans and the Incas. Cosmology. It, as scientific as it is, it still uses a lot of intuitive thinking, intuitive and instinctual kind of things. They predict things far in advance. Yep, the moon affects crops. The Mayans and the Incas, and intuitively they started to look at things and to feel things and to base their knowledge on things from intuition because they knew and they built upon that. So is the same with our culture now, our species. We are predicting many, many things. It's a it's a deep dive down the rabbit hole of probability sometimes. Are the aliens actually going to land and that's it? Crop circles. Or can we instinctively and intuitively know that it's going to be a harsh winter? Is it because we looked at the data? Yeah, kind of, possibly. Is that a reasoning? Is that rationalizing? But if everybody has the same reasoning and has the same, this is what's going to happen, the same conclusion, if you will. Why do you get that variable in there that says no, it's this is going to happen? Aliens never left. Is that the possibility? Is that what separates us? We are the forward-looking species from. Right, Denise. Yeah, that was a tough time, man. That was definitely a tough time. Yeah, letting those three cats go. Very cool. A child's intuition, pretty powerful. Kids are they're really caught up in their feels. Not a lot of rational thought in childhood, is there? No, it's feelings and urges. Yeah. All right. Thank you very much, Michigan Outpost 231. Outstanding. Please, at 9 o'clock here, when we end the live stream, go to Bake a Leg and Dig It and show her some love in a live stream. If you have the wherewithal, please donate to her PayPal. But just giving her some watch hours and some love and some comments, I think will benefit her greatly. Thank you, Kenogen. Women have claimed it. Yeah, we were talking about women's intuition here. Women's intuition, hear them claim it all the time. They claim it. Yeah. How does a woman always know that a man's cheating? Well, it's because he usually is. That's our nature. That's our nature, is to sow our wild oats, if you will. What happens on the hunt stays on the hunt. Because he smells like vagina. Right. Yeah. And women just know. Oh, God damn it. They know that smell, huh? So yeah, you could say that. You could argue that a lot of intuition is literally sensory based. You smell a certain thing, you see something, you hear something, and it makes you feel a certain way. And your gut reaction is like, oh shit. Boom. Now you know. You instantly know without reasoning, but there was some type of stimuli. I think that's a different kind of intuition. Not a lot of computer programs can do that. Yeah, right. I don't know. Maybe that's a predatorial thing too. There, Black Watch. Women are like, That guy. He's got 6 zeros. See you at Legs. Awesome. Thank you, Jules. Hell yeah. See you at Bake a Leg. Yep. And so I think that Bake a Leg is going to be okay. I think that Melody from Bake a Leg and Let's Dig It is going to be okay. She's going to make it through this, uh, and she's going to be stronger than ever. She is once she figures it out. Definitely, Denise. I've got a lot of cloud cover, but I can still see it. Interesting. It looks like it's still full, but obviously we know. Thank you, Canogen. Hell yeah, bake a leg and let's get it. Let's dig it. Bake a leg and let's dig it. All right, Melody. That will help her out greatly. T minus 8 minutes till the live stream. Outstanding. And am I basing this intuition off of some type of stimuli? I know that effort has been made to help her out. I know that, and of course we all know that if the effort is given, if the intent is there, Black Watch. I mean, it's from knowing people, I guess, maybe some type of reasoning, but right on, Alexandra. Absolutely. We're going to be there here in 9 minutes, 8 minutes, I think. But yeah, she's going to be okay. She's going to be okay. She's going to be okay. She's she's okay. She'll be fine. We've all been there. Some more than others. And it's amazing how adversity, strife, things of that nature start to kick in on your intuition because you're approaching survival mode, and your intuition in your survival mode is very profound. You're like, whoa, your senses are heightened. You're contemplating things. You're trying to work through problems that could be dire, and so it could be very dire. And so you have to make either a conscious decision or just a gut instinct to go left, to go right. A gambling. You see people that have this intuition to play a certain number at the craps table, or at the roulette table. You see people that feel and have intuition when they're playing blackjack, or they're playing something of that nature. Right on, Kennedy. And there's other folks like me that can't win a damn thing. But sometimes there's that spark of instinct, and you're like, I know it's going to hit. Boom. Yes. Bam. Gotcha. There's that feeling of euphoria. All right. Rooster. Terrible at gambling. Yeah. So that's why I've kind of like, maybe being an intuitive or intuition kind of person is not the best for me. I have questions. I question everything, and especially my gut feelings, especially my instincts. Sometimes I don't, though. Especially if I have no time. If there's nothing I can do, thumbs down, fuck you. Yep. Boom, 4 minutes to live stream. Thank you, Coyote. Hell yeah. Awesome. Bake a leg and let's dig it. and you're in the scrum. You're getting down and dirty and you're fighting. It's you're you're working off pure instinct at that moment. That's survive. You're in straight up survival mode. You know. Those who face starvation, they have a intuitive sense that gets heightened. So I can only imagine what Melanie's going through right now. You know, having these. What is the time now? 8:50 something. Okay, cool. We have 2 minutes. 2 minute warning until Bake a Leg and Let's Dig It goes live. So I'm going to thank you very much for hanging out with me. Sunday reflections and contemplating intuition. It's been a hell of a ride. A hell of a ride indeed. Now the weekend is over and the week is upon us, and now we must get back to work, right? And but first, I say we go and play, give some love, show some love to Bake a Leg, to Melody at Bake a Leg, and Let's Dig It. We've literally got 2 minutes or so, so yep, go hang out with her, show some love, comment. If you have the wherewithal, she has a PayPal. Hit that PayPal. Give her some. Put some change in her pocket. Every little bit will help. And of course, she's monetized, so the watch hours that she's going to accrue off of this live stream is going to help her immensely. You know, so that is the thinking, by the way. You know, providing that YouTube does this, you know, allows this, which I think they will. If you check out Melanie, you'll see that she's really cool. She's really cool, and she's trying to do the damn thing. She is. She's monetized, and so any kind of help that you can give would be greatly appreciated. So yes. So thank you all very much for hanging out with me at Sunday Reflections. Now we head over to Bake a Leg and Let's Dig It. Links are in the chat. I will drop a community page as well, and thank you all very, very much for hanging out with me. It's Sunday Reflections. Black Watch.